cascade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Washington. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Rush is on him, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quickly to the tight end. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Good timing on the quick out. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I'd rather put my offense on the field and guys that do this for a living all the time and are really good at it, but tried to sneak attack, and it did not work.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
They'll try to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Looking to get in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for space. It's Powell. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
A loss of 9 on the play. Second down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Clark. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this team. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. He might want another play. We'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the...
He gets a hand on it and it's blocked. That's a live ball, and the defense has it. Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. The 30. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14, Florida, 0.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Florida has the... will get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here's a heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening through the ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
It's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up.
Black 24. Black 28 blue.
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Arizona State! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not.
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
On the move, he fires. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Off play action. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Well, you got to be precise with that throw if you're the QB, right? It's a corner route. It's against man coverage. So you got to get it out early, and you got to put it out over the shoulder of the receiver so he can catch it for a big gain.
And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's reeled in. It's Hamilton. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't, and they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually see big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Washington. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Complete to the right. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Arizona State.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And with time running out here in the first half, not willing to invite disaster, the offense takes a knee, and they'll go to the break trailing. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
35, Florida, 0.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Kick is in the air. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Offense takes over 1st and 10.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standards. And he is swarmed under a host of The defender's there to make the stop.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. The Gators want to move quickly. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gators are rolling down the field.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Powell. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Zings it complete to the right. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature him, throw it up, let him go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Drills him with the stiff arm. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Off play action on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll move the tight end. Gonna swing it on second down. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
So now it's second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That's caught. It's Austin. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Running to the left. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky Lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the prop.
Oh, a lot of space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Colorado went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Buffs in a statement win if there ever was one. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Motion from the back. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's got it. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Might be calling a hot route. The sure hands, it's Clark. Can't get him to the ground. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw again. He's got it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the side.
And here's the third interception of the night. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots.
Turning it on. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
The Sun Devils are threatening in the red zone. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Florida, 8.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Montgomery. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. This one's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on second down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Snaps it in the shotgun. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Florida.
One more play to pad the stats. They're going to throw it on third and goal. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA